Tips for buying your first home. Making the leap from renting to buying is a major life decision, but it doesn't have to be stressful. The key to making sure your very first home buying journey goes smoothly, is properly preparing yourself and knowing what's in store for you on the path to homeownership. There will be lots of new details that pop up once you officially begin searching for a home and working with a realtor to purchase your new home. But right now your primary goal as a potential home buyer is to gain clarity so you can determine if now is the right time to buy and, if so, understand what you'll need to get started. Think of this stage as the pre-buying stage, where you build the confidence and knowledge you'll need to move forward. Now that you know the general steps and considerations involved in getting started with the home buying process, let's break down each of these tips in detail. We hope this can help you learn more about embarking upon your journey to home ownership. Identify your needs and wants in a home. You get to jot down your dreams and desires for your new home. It is essential to know what is needed for your home, but it is also good to have some criteria you can settle without or upgrade later. The Big Four: bedrooms, bathrooms, square footage, parking. When you think of a house from a perspective of a skeleton, these are the typical features that determine the ideal bones for your desired home. You can change things like carpet, paint color, and countertops in a house, but it is much more expensive to replace the bones of a house. How many bedrooms do you need now and how many do you need in the future? Think about future children or family that might live or visit frequently. What is the ideal number of bathrooms for your home? Do you need more than one bathroom to get ready in the morning, for example? Do you have any storage requirements? Do you want extra rooms for hobbies, work, or fitness? Do you have cars that you need to park at your new home? What the ideal number of parking spaces? Do you care if they are uncovered driveway spots or do you have needs for covered garage parking? Architecture and style. Determine home styles like and dislike. Determine housing types you would enjoy living in and housing types you would avoid. Maybe you'll only consider two-story homes and wish to exclude rambler, ranch-style homes. Take notes on dwellings like and dislike to narrow down a list. Don't be afraid to keep an open mind as you can hone into specifics once you start scheduling showings. Also, think about the ideal floor plan for your new home. Where do you want the bedrooms to be? Do you like open concept style homes? Desired home types. Condos. If you hate apartment living, then you probably won't enjoy condo ownership. Owning a condo is as close to renting an apartment as you can get. You will share walls with neighbors, have shared parking and other common areas. You will also be subject to a homeowners association, HOA. If you want to live in a high-density area such as downtown or uptown Minneapolis, then buying a condo might be one of the only options for you. Townhomes, one step removed from condos and apartment life. You still do not have all the flexibility of a single-family home, but you are a little more independent. You will share some walls with neighbors, but not as many as a condo. You will still have an HOA, which can be a positive or negative depending on how you view it. If you want some of the perks of home ownership but some of the maintenance taken care of, a townhome could be a good option. Single-family homes, independence and privacy are the separating factors for single-family homes. You will get the most square footage in a single-family home, but also a more significant purchase price and maintenance costs. You also won't have any shared walls with any of your neighbors. Yard. Do you have any requirements or desires for an outdoor space? Minnesotans love their fire pits in the fall time. Is this something you want space for or a room for a garden? Do you have any needs for large open areas for a pet or even a fence? Maybe you want a small yard because you want little yard work? Are you really sure you are ready to buy a home? To continue renting or to buy a home is an important concept to analyze as a team. Below are some topics for deciding if homeownership is the next logical step in your life. What does your life look like in the next 5 to 10 years? Buying a home can build a stable foundation and a place to grow. If you have a child on the horizon, purchasing a home can serve as planting some roots for your future family. Even thinking about pets like a dog can open your eyes to home ownership with the flexibility of your yard. How does your job look? Do you see yourself staying in the same position or staying the same job market in the future? Buying a home and then having to relocate shortly after that isn't an ideal situation to find yourself in. Do you love moving regularly? If you love to be in a new location every couple of years, then home buying might not be the best lifestyle choice for you at this point. If you dread jumping from rental to rental, then the stability homeownership might be just what the doctor ordered. Do you view homeownership as a means to investment in wealth growth? Purchasing a home is a means of building wealth for you. The house can grow in value over time through both equity and appreciation. If this is appealing, then homeownership could be an excellent choice. Feelings on maintenance and home improvement. Buying a home is a clean slate, a blank canvas. You can paint walls, knock down walls, build new walls. Homeownership provides you the means to improve your property how to desire. If you hate the idea of changing light bulbs, fixing a leaking faucet, or mowing the lawn, then homeownership might not be a fit. Although this doesn't rule out buying a property, it makes some property types more attractive, like condos or townhomes. Do you feel mentally prepared to buy a home? Buying a home can be a time-consuming and stressful time for a couple. Make sure that you and your spouse can focus on the home buying process. If you are stressed out about other life factors, then putting off buying a home for a while could be a good idea. Figure out where you'd like to live in the long run. Urban, suburban, rural. Do you currently rent in Minneapolis and love the urban vibes and can't see yourself separated from that environment? Maybe you would rather live in a family-centered suburban area surrounding the Twin Cities. Perhaps you want several acres of land in seclusion from neighbors. Determine what type of environment you want to live in future and also what is the best fit for a future family if that is in the plans. Proximity to work. What is the maximum distance you want to commute to work? Do you work in the Twin Cities or the suburbs? Use Google Maps to determine commute times during your typical departure time frames. School districts. School districts can be a tremendous driver in homes considered by potential buyers. Even if you don't have children now, living in a desirable public school district can be an excellent investment for the value of your home. Safety. Consider the safety and crime of potential neighborhoods for your home search. A general tip is to walk around some desired neighborhoods and get a feel for the location. If you don't feel safe walking around, then you likely won't feel safe living there. Proximity to friends, family, and leisure activities. Determine if you have any added constraints due to the ability to visit friends and family frequently. Maybe you love running around a specific park trail system and can't live far away from it. Perhaps you have Vikings season tickets and need to be within certain distance to US Bank Stadium. Gather the necessary documents for pre-approval. When you start meeting with a lender, you will learn that they need documents from you, a lot of them for that matter. It is better to get them all squared away now, rather than weeks before closing when time is not on your side anymore. You will need to gather, hunt down, or prepare the following documents. W-2 forms, best to get at least 2 years of history, if possible. Pay stubs, gather enough pay stubs to cover at least 1 month of employment. Bank statements, 2 months worth. Tax returns, 2 years of tax returns. Identification, driver's license, social security card. Proof of U.S. residency if you aren't a U.S. citizen, if applicable. Proof of military service, if applicable. K-1 and business tax return, if applicable, self-employed or business owner. Verification of funds if you receive large sums of money, i.e., down payment from parents. Alimony or child support documents, if applicable. Proof of reserves, enough money left in the bank after close to cover at least 3 months' payment, cancelled rent checks if currently renting. Investment account statements, 401k, personal accounts, IRAs. Schedule a free home buying consultation call, by calling us at 612-418-2940. And email us at quinninsuranceagencymn@gmail.com.